İyi akşamlar değerli izleyiciler. Bir Ankara Özel'de sizlerle birlikteyiz. Hepinize hayırlı akşamlar diliyorum. Değerli izleyiciler, MÜSİAD her yıl Türkiye'de IBF olarak da kurmuş olduğu uluslararası ticaret forumu vasıtasıyla İstanbul'da fuar düzenliyor. Dünyanın dört bir tarafından MÜSİAD'ın bu programına iş adamları, ilim adamları, siyasetçiler, devlet ve hükümet başkanları katılıyor. Bu yılda düzenlediği bu fuara dünyanın dört bir tarafından katıldığı gibi aynı şekilde Pakistan, kardeş Müslüman ülke Pakistan'dan da çok sayıda delegasyon katıldı. Bu delegeler arasında çok önemli bir üniversitesi rektörü de vardı. Bu rektör şu anda bizimle birliktedir. Hasan Murat Bey, kendisi Yönetim ve Teknoloji Üniversitesi rektörüdür. Şu anda konuğumuzdur. Kendisiyle İngilizce konuşacağız. Ben kendisine bu dakikadan sonra İngilizce sorularımı yöneteceğim ve tabii ki tercüme de yapılacaktır daha sonra programımız vasıtasıyla. Mr. Hasan, you most welcome to Turkey.
Thank you very much. My salam and my good wishes to the people of Turkey.
Barakallah fikum. For what purpose, sir, you are here in Turkey? I mentioned in Turkish language that because of fair MÜSİAD, they are here, IBF.
Yeah. The reason for my travel to Turkey is very simple, that I like Turkey. And I've visited I don't know how many times to Turkey. So I don't have to have a reason to visit Turkey. But in this particular case, I came to Turkey to attend International Business Forum, in 18th International Business Forum and MÜSİAD conference, in which businessmen and industrialists, traders from all over the world came. I have very special relationship with this forum, because the first forum was organized in 1995 in the historic city of Lahore.
Yeah.
And so it is my...
You were the general coordinator of that.
Yeah, at that time, so it is my great honor and privilege and always a great delight to see this forum expanding, growing and fulfilling its objective.
So how was it this one in Istanbul?
This one
I
found that this one has further expanded in terms of the interest by the people. If there are more exhibitions, more stalls, if there are more people traveling to this forum from around the world, if there are more transactions, if there is more information that is exchanged, if there is more networking that goes on with it, I think that this forum in all those respects has clearly indicated that this is a most popular forum for the Muslim businessmen and industrialists, and it is getting more and more strengthened.
The attention of Turkish authority, President, Prime Minister.
Yeah, this shows the seriousness and commitment of the Turkish government. The President inaugurated the exhibition, and the Prime Minister came at the gala dinner yesterday. So we have always been blessed by the presence of the President and Prime Minister of Turkey, because the government of Turkey, I think, wants to increase the collaboration among the Muslim world. Turkey offers unique opportunities to the world, not just Muslim but all over the world, because Turkey is in Asia and also has access to Europe. So Muslim businessmen, if they come to Turkey, they trade with Turkey, they export to Turkey, they import from Turkey, they can utilize that access, because Turkey is in the center of the Europe and Asia, both. So I think when government is involved, when Prime Minister comes, when President appears in the conference and exhibition, we feel that they are giving importance to it. We feel very much encouraged, and they have shown their confidence on us. and they have clearly told us what are our responsibilities, what are our future challenges, and how we can respond to them. So they expect from us a lot, and they want us to do a lot and contribute towards it. So I hope that this forum will rise to the occasion and would meet those expectations, inshallah.
Inshallah. When I was in Pakistan as a student, in that time, the MU2 was the ILM. It was the institute, but now it just created a university, which it has a very large university and privatization university in Pakistan. Actually, as director, I won't give a summary of the information about it.
Yes, in 1990, we established Institute of Leadership and Management. Our purpose was to develop leadership capability among the youth, because youth is our asset, and we wanted to inspire them that they have nothing. They have nothing to fear. They have nothing to be afraid of, and they should be the best in the world. They should lead in whichever field they go. If they want to become doctor or engineer or economist or sociologist or government job or industry, they can compete with the world. So we wanted to give them that confidence, that assurance, and develop the strategic base of our youth talent. Alhamdulillah, Institute of Leadership and Management, ILM, did a very good job. We offer many courses for the youth. And then slowly we developed into a university. We transformed from ILM to UMT. And University of Management and Technology is now offering degree programs in over 150 areas. And I'm very much pleased to tell you that in this university there are students from around the world, including Turkey. There are students who go from here and they study Turkey.
Total how many, what is the totality of the students at university?
Right now we have about 10,000 students in our Lahore campus, which is main, and then also there is a campus in Sialkot. Sialkot is a very important city. Sialkot exports more than other cities with respect to its per capita export. Sialkot is also the birthplace of our famous poet Muhammad Iqbal. So ILM UMT is the first higher education campus in Sialkot. So we have 10,000 students and about
how many faculties you are?
We have about 30 departments, and in the areas of 30 departments, and we have organized ourselves in the form of schools and institutes. So we have a school of business and economics, a school of science and technology, a school of engineering, a school of social sciences and humanities, a school of governance and society, a school of law and policy, and then we have a school of textiles and design, and then we have got the school of health sciences. Then we have institutes as well, Institute of Islamic Banking, and we also offer courses we offer courses at undergraduate level, graduate level, and doctoral level. All three levels.
All three
right
levels
now.
you have it.
Yeah.
You said that including Turkey, so many foreign countries we have the students. About how many countries you have students?
At any time there are students from about 24 countries.
24. And the last question about your university. The students are paying it. What is the quality of the paying? How they are studying?
Well, yes, students. This is a private sector.
Okay.
So, which means that for our reliance, for our operations, we have to depend upon the tuition fees. Then also we get some donations and grants from the private sector. Sometimes we get some support also from the government of Pakistan and government of Punjab. I want to acknowledge the support that has been provided so far by our trustees, by governments and by the private sector. But mainly it is tuition. We also offer scholarships. So about 1/3 of our students receive some kind of scholarships.
1/3.
1/3 of the students. And we have a scheme that each year we offer about 50 scholarships to the students from the Muslim world. So 50. So I am with the courtesy of your channel, I want to invite the attention of Turkish people that if they want to send their sons and daughters to us, then let us know, write to us. We will provide them free boarding and free tuition. So they can do engineering, they can do management, they can do social sciences, they can study media.
Beside university, you have hostels also.
Yeah, we have got our own hostels, and hostels are a little like 10 kilometers from the university. So, but there is bus transport system. So they are joined by the transport. So transport takes people from the hostels and bring them to the campus.
University.
So it is very safe, and over the last 24 years, it has been 100% secured and safe. And I would like to say that Lahore is a very good city, is the heart of Pakistan. It has been the seat of Mughal Empire, and it has always attracted the attention of the visitors. People love to be in Lahore, and people of Lahore are very live-hearted. They are very enjoyable. They enjoy visitors. They welcome visitors. So if you want to come to UMT for your studies, please make this choice and write to us. We will provide you information and support to get in.
Inshallah. Okay, Mr. Hasan, we will stop. This information will be enough, inshallah, but I think you will continue your relationship with the Turkey authority or nation,
inshallah,
about your university.
Yeah, and I like to inform one more thing, that UMT is perhaps the only university in the world where flags of two countries are hosted side by side, Pakistan and Turkey. It is not because Turkey has or any Turkish company, or there is Turkish sponsorship. It is just to show the love and affection for Turkey and show that we are brothers. So there are 3 flags in UMT regularly hosted. One is UMT flag, Pakistan flag and Turkey flag. So every day these 3 flags are there.
As the
Inshallah.
Channel 5, we are thanks to you
yeah.
for our nation's flag also. Actually, these 2 flags, Pakistan and Turkey, they are brotherhood in everyone.
Same flag but 2 colors.
Yeah, 2 colors, yeah. Okay, sir, actually we followed as the Turkish media what happened during 3-4 months in Pakistan. There was demonstration against Nawaz Sharif's government, central government of Pakistan, by the Imran Khan, Tehrik-e-Insaf, and Tahirul Qadri. He is also a leader of Tariq Sofiya. What happened? We want to hear from you really what was it in Pakistan.
Okay, this is about politics, but let me comment on this.
Yeah, of course.
Imran Khan has done well in the last election compared to his performance in the previous elections. So he has earned about 18% of the votes, and he has around 30 something seats in the parliament. So this is good performance. But the current government enjoys overall much larger majority and has a great advantage in the parliament in terms of the number of seats. So there was a complaint by the party of Imran Khan that there has been some rigging in the election. There are some unfair procedures which denied Imran Khan's party few seats. So there was this complaint, and he lodged this complaint. He went through the process, and but certainly there was no, in his view, there was no justice in the system. So he lodged a protest in the federal capital, and and he is asking for the resignation of the Prime Minister. He is asking for reforms in the elections. In my personal view, elections have been largely fair to the extent it is possible. Yes, we can improve some procedures. That's my first comment. My second comment is that even if in the seats where the margin was very thin, even if those seats are conceded by the ruling party of Nawaz Sharif to Imran Khan, it will not change the results in any way.
Still,
the
Muslim League will be in
the margin is so high that even if Muslim League Noon concedes those 5 to 10 seats where it was thin margin, there was thin margin in about 10 seats, and out of those 10 seats anyway 4 seats were won by the ruling party and 4 by the Imran Khan party. So even if those seats are conceded, it will not change the system. So my comment is that maybe Imran Khan is taking this too far, and Pakistan cannot afford it. As a citizen of Pakistan, I feel that the system should run. All political parties must bring about changes together with consultation, and system cannot allow one man to dictate the choice. Imran Khan is one political party and he represents one section. We appreciate, I appreciate his leadership. I appreciate that he has following among youth. He should not be discounted. He has important following, so he should be appreciated. But as a leader, I feel that he should respect the system and work within the system, parliamentary system. Otherwise, when he will win, then another small party will come and will say, okay, we don't accept.
That is why we are saying the man who studied in Western, and he knows the model, all the model around the world by the democracy. He knows well that just 1 year ago, election held in Pakistan, Nawaz Sharif's party got this majority. But he is trying to appeal him by the force, not by the votes.
So he should, he needs to wait for the next election if he thinks that he has more following. Because elections should be held at the time it is.
For 5 years or 4 years?
It is 5 years, but there is now greater opinion shifting towards making it 4 year. So anyway, it is up to the politicians to decide.
Same thing was in Turkey for 5, but we
now
also extend for 4 years.
I think for my personal opinion is that 4 years is good enough.
Okay. Sir, okay, after the coup, army's coup of Pervez Musharraf, killing of Benazir Bhutto, then 5 years government of Benazir Bhutto, People Party, Zardari was the president. Then changed into again Nawaz Sharif, and Nawaz Sharif was in Saudi Arabia. He left by the force of Pervez Musharraf from Pakistan. What you can tell us about the democratic system or process? How is it in Pakistan?
As a citizen of Pakistan, I have now greater faith in the democracy of Pakistan. I feel more assured of democracy. Why? We have independent judiciary. Judiciary is independent, which is very important. That if anything goes wrong, then citizens can go to judiciary and seek relief. So there is judiciary, there is media, independent media, and government machinery and bureaucracy, I think, is much more responsive than before because they understand that they are accountable. So we have made progress. Army, I think, should be respected because Army has understood that ruling the government or to be in the government is not their proper role. Their proper role is to defend the country, defend the borders of the country.
When you are saying it should be respect, it means still there are some problems.
No, I think Army had there were many opportunities in the last, since when Zardari was president, during the when People's Party was in the parliament and having the prime ministership. There were occasions when there was fear that Army will take over. There was situation ripe for it, but Army
Sir,
did
when
not.
I was in Pakistan, by your budget, 81% were giving to the Army. How is it now?
Yes, a good portion goes to the Army, but that portion in terms of the ratio of the overall budget is decreasing. But you should also understand that Pakistan is facing internal and external threats. Okay. There is terrorism in the country. There are elements which are bound to disturb the public life. There are elements which which we don't know that who is sponsoring, who is funding, and at one point or the other there is an incident which shows that they are bent upon disturbing the civic life of the country, and they want to give the message that they are important and they should be listened and they need a bargain. So Army has to fight those internal elements and also has to fight external element. So we have armies active now in all of its eastern borders as well as western borders. In addition to internal, so Army has now, previously Army used to worry only about one border, that is Pakistan and India. Now Army looks at the India-Pakistan border, Pakistan-Afghanistan border, as well as has many things to do inside Pakistan. So Army need our support. They need modernization. They need good equipment. So we have to support Army. And Army has, the good thing is that the leadership of Pakistan Army understands that they should not take over the parliament. They should not take over the government. Yes, they are responsible.
What was their action during the protesting of the Imran Khan and Tahir al-Qadri?
I think they conveyed to both. They conveyed to the both that they must negotiate. They must solve the problem by negotiating.
By it you can say that there is changing in the army.
There is a change in the mindset. Army did not intervene. Army did not send a public message to the Prime Minister. Army lent its support to the system, to the elected government, and gave a very clear message to the protesters that, look, you have to negotiate with the government, you have to interact face to face and solve it between yourself. And don't expect us that since you have disrupted the life in the capital city, that we will come and intervene. We will not intervene. So this is I think, change in the mindset.
The protests which were going in Islamabad by Tehrik-i-Insaf Imran Khan, it was so like our protesting here in Turkey against Recep Tayyip Erdogan 1 year ago, 17th of December. Same thing happened. They were trying to expire the government. Can we find some foreign resources behind of these protests? Because some party members in top also explain that by the Canada or some foreign resources they supported.
I don't have any guess and I don't have any information. I think why Imran is so hard and so strongly committed to continue the protest, despite the fact that in Islamabad the protest is weakening. Why? We have to understand this. It is because Imran thinks that he has a lifetime opportunity. He thinks that among the youth he has greater support. And he thinks that if he will sit idle and passively for the next 4 years, he will lose that support. His party will become weakened and his members will cross fence to the ruling party. They will be bought over. So he, by continuing the protest, he wants to strengthen the party, and this assessment has proven, because when Imran goes now to different cities to hold the large public rallies, his rallies are attracting more people now. So he's thinking that he's gaining. He's gaining more support.
That was the question I was trying to ask you. By these protestings, his image is high, or can this?
The point is that Imran is, I think, the reform in election process is one agenda. Resignation of Prime Minister, I think in all fairness and reasonable calculation, I think he and his party knows that it is not possible. Resignation of Prime Minister, which is his demand. So it is not possible. He knows that. So what is it that reform in election is not, will happen, but it is not such a, it does not need this kind of protest. Reform
by negotiations?
Yeah, it can be done by negotiation. So why this protest? The only purpose that I can understand is that Imran thinks that it is helping Imran to attract media, to attract attention, to consolidate his party, to expand his party. And it is proven, because now when he holds a public rally, he goes to different cities where no political party has ever, dared to go. When he go there at a very short notice, like 3 days, 4 days notice, he goes somewhere. And then suddenly there is this mammoth, turnout, in which there is historical turnout. So this is what Imran's gain is.
I see. This point is so important. And there is a question for opposition, last question, for Jamaat Islam Pakistan, which did form by Abu al-Ala al-Mawdudi, then Tufail Muhammad, and long time Ghazi Hussain Ahmad rahimahullah Ali. After Munawar Hassan, there is a new leader, Sirajul Haq, and during these protestings, even he formed a government, regional government in the Pakhtunkhwa and Sarhat, but he didn't support the Imran Khan. He said that we have to make our negotiations. What is the brief about Jamaat, some new leader and new politics of Jamaat?
Yes, Jamaat has a democratic system in sight. So every 5 years there is election. This time Sirajul Haq, who was head of Jamaat in the frontier province, north, which is known as Pakhtunkhwa province, he was Amir of that province, and then he was also the vice president, vice Amir of Jamaat, Naib Amir that is called. So he has been elected by a vast majority of the members of Jamaat to lead Jamaat for the next 5 years. Siraj Saab has demonstrated his dynamism, and he has a very popular personality because he comes from a very humble background. So Siraj Saab has been successful in establishing communication with the masses, with the poor people. Jamaat used to have high caliber intellectual leaders like Abu al-Ala Maududi, a renowned scholar of the Muslim world, a scholar who has made an impact all over the world, and who has been the architect of Islamic resurgence in the modern world. So on the one hand, a person of such high caliber was the Amir of Jamaat. And on the other hand, now Siraj Saab. So Siraj Saab has a very basic, ordinary speech, and he conveys a very powerful message to the people. To those, he is focusing right now to those who are powerless, those who are poor, those who never had any privilege, those who were always forgotten, those who were always taken for granted, those who always loved their leaders, elected them, fought for them, sacrificed their lives for them, but in return they didn't get anything. So Siraj Saab is making an appeal, direct appeal to the people of Pakistan, that in the last more than 6 decades, you have supported many parties. He's telling them that you have voted many leaders. What did you get? Where is your education for the children? Where is your hospital? Where is your road? Where is your security? Where is your respect?
And actually, he has some experiences, because in the government of Pakhtunkhwa, he was the vice prime minister.
He was chief minister, vice chief minister, and
so people can believe him that what he did.
That it is something that has not been promoted. But when I look at the budget of the Pakhtunkhwa province, I think in the first 5 years when Siraj Saab was finance minister, and also in these years when he was again finance minister and senior minister, Pakhtunkhwa has become not a truly or completely a welfare state, but in Pakhtunkhwa, the services, there is budget to provide services to the public for old people, let's say. Pakhtunkhwa is the only province where allowance is given to the old people, those widows who don't have anyone to earn for them. So Pakhtunkhwa has introduced many features of a welfare state. So people know that
what you are mentioning.
Yeah.
Can you say that it understood by nation of Pakistan?
Yeah, care for the people, care for the poor. Because government essentially is for the poor. Rich people have their own government.
Yeah, of course.
They arrange their own security, they arrange their own education, they pay for everything, they get everything. So they don't need government.
In Pakistan, the rich people are high rich, poor are so poor.
So rich people have their own government, they provide their own, in fact they bypass the government. They don't want government to come in their way. So government has to first address the issues of the poor people. And Siraj Saab comes from a poor family, and he understands the problems and issues of poor people, and he is addressing them, and I think he has been a very positive influence.
By this protesting, what he met his file, how it is seen in Pakistan? No, he is supporting more, or?
During the protest, Siraj Saab's role was to find a peaceful solution. So he met with all the parties. He met the government, he met the leadership of Tehreek-e-Insaf, which is Imran Khan, He met the Tahir al-Qadri, he formed the parliamentarian group, he formed the opposition group, and he held detailed interaction, conversation with all the players, and tried to find a peaceful way to solve it. And since Siraj Saab is the youngest among all the leaders, and he was trying to act as the oldest. So this has created a very positive impact, that Siraj Saab has wisdom, Siraj Saab is wise, and he's trying to solve the issues, because country is paying for it.
Yeah.
As I said, as a country, given the geopolitical situation, Pakistan cannot, and I wish Imran understands that Pakistan actually cannot afford such kind of prolonged protests. Pakistan needs internal strength, internal coherence. Pakistan needs unification and integrity so that it can stand on its own and not allow any external threat. So I feel that Siraj Saab has understood that importance and has worked for that. And as a result of that, recently there was the Ijtima Aam of Jamaat, which means the three-day rally of Jamaat in the city of Lahore. And it has been a successful by all previous account. It was like at least 5 times more people came in that rally, because there is now increasing expectation from Siraj Saab that he is going to lead the party to some greater degree of popularity and success in the elections.
Nice. Okay. A short answer about Pakistani media. How is it? The nation is getting full or really information from media of Pakistan, or it is controlling by one group, business people, or how is it?
Pakistani media, I feel I have to salute Pakistani media that they don't spare anyone, and they bring everyone to the table, and everyone is on the screen, and everyone has the time to talk. So which means that whatever people want to say, their leaders want to say, they have the opportunity to say. So media is providing the opportunity for open house debate, which is very good, because people of Pakistan are now more intelligent, they are now more enlightened, they are more informed, and they cannot be fooled around because of the media. So this is a good thing. On the other hand, maybe what we can say is that media needs to be, there is regulatory power for the media. So media needs to be more responsible in terms of ethics, its ethics. Media needs to be more responsible in terms of its responsibility towards building the nation. And it is good to be critical, but they should be balanced, and they should sometimes there is a feel that media shy away from saying things because they will not be liked or appreciated by some powerful corners or powerful sectors. So sometimes it happens, and it is very normal. It goes all around the world. It is just that media is struggling with its own freedom, and it has to manage its own freedom. On the one hand, there is regulatory pressure. On the other hand, the resources of media comes from the private sector. On the third hand, there is public viewership. So they have to balance all these three. So this is a struggle.
Okay, last 2 questions, sir. One is about Nawaz Sharif's government. How is it going on? After 15 years, again, he became power in Pakistan.
Nawaz Sharif has earned the confidence of the people, trust of the people. For the 3rd time, he became the Prime Minister, which is, I believe, a great honor for him in the history of Pakistan. In the turbulent history of Pakistan, for a person to become 3rd time Prime Minister, where Prime Ministers are deposed, Prime Ministers are exiled, Prime Ministers are hanged, so to survive and to become 3rd time Prime Minister is a great accomplishment. The first thing is that.
This is
secondly,
first.
Since he is 3rd time Prime Minister, so people of Pakistan perhaps expected much more outcomes, and too soon, because they were thinking that this person was Prime Minister 2 times, this person had good 15 years to think and to develop team, to sort out the agenda, to understand what how to formulate the policy, how to solve energy crisis, how to solve the law and order issue, how to provide education, how to provide health care, and how to run, let's say, top 20 organizations such as PIA, Railway, OGDC, and things, big organizations like this, state corporations like this. So people expected that Nawaz Sharif would have sorted out his agenda, his policy parameters, he would know the urgency, he would understand the imperatives, and he would have a ready team. The time that has elapsed so far, the time that has gone so far, what it tells is that if there was preparation, then this preparation did not see the light of the day, has yet to see that light of the day.
Yeah.
There has been the first 100 days, which is one benchmark, that a new government, what it has done in the first 100 days. What is the result? What is the scorecard? First 100 days. Next 100 days. First 6 months. First 1 year. So and this has been short of the expectation. There are still many organizations where there has been no appointments or very late appointments have been made. Policy agendas, frameworks have yet to come about. There is and this delay and this slow speed, the speed is slow and actions are delayed. So because of this delay and slow speed, people of Pakistan became restless because his following and generally people of Pakistan waited for him to come. And everybody knew that during the time of People's Party that after 5 years Nawaz Sharif will come and he will have the magic wand and he will solve everything. Now 5 years gone, people gave their trust to Nawaz Sharif and they thought that in months and in days things will come, things will happen. So it did not happen. So that is why people became restless. And if you see what is it that is fueling the protest, what it is that is strengthening the protest, it is because there are many who voted for Nawaz Sharif but are feeling that the results are not according to the expectation. They might be in the right direction, but speed is slow and actions are delayed. So this is creating a problem. My advice is that this is once of a lifetime opportunity. Nawaz Sharif still enjoys support in terms of the public opinion. He still is popular and he has a great responsibility on his shoulder, and he should now do something fast track, something very rapid, and there has to be the agenda in the full spectrum of the public life: education, health, law and order, industry, employment creation, investments, everything. He should be every...
Okay, Hasan Saab, when you are compare the relationship or cooperation of him with Turkey and you compare with China and Saudi Arabia, how is it? Because so many people, they are saying that he's very cooperate with Turkey. But when we are looking China and Saudi Arabia?
Pakistan always have had very good relationship with Saudi Arabia because of our, again, brotherhood. Saudi Arabia has supported Pakistan. China is our neighbor. We are neighbor for thousands of years and we will remain neighbor for thousands of years. So China and Pakistan is the I think the only friendly neighbor of China. Okay. As far as Turkey is concerned, if you go to the background of RCD, so Pakistan, Iran and Turkey, three countries joined hands. I regret that RCD could not really strengthen. There was supposed to be railroad connection, motorway connection, but it did not happen. But then it became Economic Cooperation Organization, including Central Asia. But I think during the time, it has always been there. Pakistan received lot of support from Turkey when there was flood. Pakistan received lot of support from Turkey during the earthquake, after the earthquake in Kashmir, and after each flood. The wife of Prime Minister went to all those areas. Prime Minister came many times. Prime Minister, I think, visits Pakistan. Tayyip Erdogan, he visited Pakistan almost every year.
Every year, yeah.
Almost every year. And he has taken a great interest in Pakistan, just like as if Pakistan is also his responsibility. And he has given open support to Pakistan. So, and right now, this relationship has also transformed. And I see, if you go to Pakistani hotels, then there are, in every hotel, if there is one nationality, people of one nationality which are more than any other, it is Turkish. You will see Turkish engineers, Turkish businessmen in Karachi, in the hotels of Karachi, Lahore, Islamabad. So Turkish companies are very active. Turkish government is very active and has taken a great deep interest in the development of Pakistan. And I hope that this, I would like to see this further strengthened in the future. Turkey and Pakistan are time-tested friends. They are one body, two souls, one nation, two countries, one state, and one flag with two colors.
Thank you very much, sir. Because our time was 45 minutes, we ended it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Inshallah, I hope that again you will be our guest in this Channel 5. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Değerli izleyiciler, bize ayrılan sürenin sonuna geldik. Bir Ankara özel daha burada sonlandırıyoruz. Benim konuğum kardeş Müslüman Pakistan'ın temsilcilerinden Müsyat Fuarı'na katılmış olan Pakistan'daki Yönetim ve Teknoloji Üniversitesi Rektörü Sayın Hasan Murad Bey'di. Kendisine çok teşekkür ediyorum. Size de iyi akşamlar diliyorum. Tekrar yeni bir Ankara özelde buluşmak ümidiyle. Hayırlı akşamlar efendim.